YouTube, what it is, it's your boy Chan Freeze back up in the building with another banging video. And in this video, man, I took my new MJ slash Kobe build to this weekend's event, and I got it shaking up in there, man. I ain't gonna hold you, like, it was a good time, you know what I mean? Like, this event got that park feel slash that rec feel, and it just felt good getting out there doing the thing, you know, showing what MJ slash Kobe's about. And you see me with that 24 on. You know what I mean? It's only right up to 24 since Kobe's the second comparison to this build. You know what I'm saying? MJ's the first comparison, Kobe's the second comparison. So I made him look like MJ and gave him Kobe's 24. You know what I mean? Like, it just felt right. It was only right that I did that. And you know, if you ain't catch that last video, I dropped the whole build, the attributes you need to make this build. And you see, this build does it all, man. He could shoot, got the steals, could block, good defense, finish at the rim, could dribble. You know what I mean? The only thing I don't like and I don't agree with is the ball handle is in the 70s, close to the 80s, and I ain't really feeling that. You know what I mean? But you know, I learned how to make it work. Got a nice little combo that always gets you open. You know what I mean? A little quick little move. You know what I'm saying? And with this build, you know, you really could dominate the paint, dominate the mid-range areas, and you just gotta take open threes. I ain't gonna hold you. You take your open threes, you're gonna hit. You see me do it early in the video. You know what I mean? But yeah, anyway. But oh man, I'm just mad that guy was left open. Luckily he missed. You know what I'm saying? But this build is a fun build to play with. You know, this is a legit Michael Jordan slash Kobe build with a sprinkle of John Starks in there. But you know, this event right here, I ain't gonna lie, man. Like, I feel events like this, the only thing I don't like about these type of events is that you get matched up with these randoms. And when you get matched up with these randoms, it could be difficult at times. You know, like, I was chasing, I wasn't playing enough. I was busy this weekend, so I wasn't playing enough to hit top 25. But I was chasing that third tier for the prizes, and I stopped at the second tier. I ain't gonna hold you. I kind of had enough of these park randoms. No shame to any of y'all, but you know how some of y'all do, bro. It could be a struggle sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, playing with randoms could definitely be a struggle at times. You know, but overall, the build was dope. I mean, not the build. I mean, the build is dope, but the event was dope, man. Like, the event was a good time. You know what I mean? As you can see here, it just, you know what I mean? Look how I pressed that. I had to save the day in that paint, force them to kick it out. You know what I'm saying? They should have hit me right there in the paint. Like, come on, man. One thing I would say, when you're playing with people, when you're playing with randoms, I missed that fade. When you're playing with randoms, share the rock, bro. Just kick it out to the open man. You don't gotta be point hungry. That's a lot of people's problem in this 2K. They're point hungry, yo. Like, I find, like, the first week of this game, before the very first patch, everybody was just hitting their shots all crazy. There we go. Nice little fade. I missed that first one. I had to hit the second one. You know what I'm saying? But everybody was hitting their shots crazy. I mean, they were just shooting. Everybody was shooting over everyone. You know what I'm saying? That first week. So I feel dudes got stuck in that bad habit of just taking terrible shots, poor shot selection, you know, and not passing the ball, just feeling they can score at will. Like, the game is patched, bro. Like, when I see people taking crazy shots, you already know my first thought, you zen up. You a zen master. You know what I mean? And then you got to play you got to play extra tight D on them. Pause. And make sure, you know what I mean? Like, you get a good contest. Like, that's a crazy shot. Boy acting like he got deep bomber right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, dudes just be taking crazy shots, bro. Like, we had open people. He could have even stepped up to the line and shot that three, bro. And if somebody would have closed in on him, just dish the rock. But, like, right there, like, he's feeding for a point. He could have hit me. You know what I mean? Look how I dish it off. Easy. That's all you got to do. If you want to win, hit the open man. You know what I mean? You got to play like your IQ is on 1,000. You feel me? Just hit the open man. Stop taking these crazy shots, bro. And you see right here, my team, we got good defense. And you see my Jordan build, bro. You see how, like, I could press, trap him, double team him, get back to my man. Like, I love how this build moves at times. I ain't gonna hold you. There's times I'm still getting used to the build because, again, it's a different ball handle attributes being established here. So it's a little different for me. I usually go like 85, 90 with my ball handle. But, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, man, like, you see, we dominating, we killing this first game. Sad to say, it ended up being a close game. When the game first started, we was blowing them out, but got teammates taking crazy shots, and you know how that goes. Right there, I thought he was about to trying to get a chase down block on me. That's why I hesitated, and I was also looking to see if I could dish it out. And then once I realized, hey, I might as well take the easy layup, I just went up for it, you know. Now you see this score right here, 18-20. Right now, I'm going crazy. I'm like, yo, bro, we cannot lose. We was up by like a good 8-10 points in the beginning of the game. These dudes really came back. But you see, and I mentioned this before in one of my videos, when you see anybody by the out of bounds line, you have to apply that pressure. And you say, look at that move. Ooh! Let me tell you something. That move right there will leave the defense so confused every time, bro. Every time. As long as you got space, I recommend you do that. You know what I mean? I recommend you do that move. I'm going to drop a video where it's going to be nothing but simple, basic dribble moves that will guarantee you to get open every time. You know what I mean? The only thing that stops that move is if the paint is a little crowded, congested, or anywhere in the vicinity is congested. So that's why I would say do that move when you have a lot of space. I do got certain clips where it's like you can see me slicing through the defense easy with that move, but it takes a while to get used to that. You know what I'm saying? And you can also kind of direct it where you want to go, like, but it kind of moves a little slow. That right there, that was my fault. I ain't gonna lie. Homie hit that shot. I was supposed to close out on him. I was sitting in the paint daydreaming for some reason. You know what I mean? But look at that. But you see what I'm saying? Like how it's congested right there in the paint, so I just stopped. Now, if it wasn't a center, maybe it was a guard down there just chilling, I'd have boomed it on him. Easy. You know what I'm saying? I'd have just boomed it. Oh, that's a good shot. You know what I mean? So, again, if you're going to attempt that move, make sure you do that move with a lot of space. Because you know 2K love to make you fumble the ball off of that behind the back. You know what I'm saying? So, and you see I end that move with a behind the back and I go into either a jump shot or I go into a dunk. Either way, it's going to work. As long as you got space, it's going to work. And it's going to leave the defense hella confused. You know what I mean? Look at the defense. Oh, man. The defense on this build is crazy. The defense on this build is crazy. Because if you ain't know, Jordan and Kobe, they were some locks, bro. They were like elite locks. You know what I'm saying? They both would steal the ball, block the ball, and clamp you up anywhere on the court. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, they just look at the scoring aspect of them, how they scored so much and whatnot, you know, but they had great defense. And that's what a lot of dudes lack these days in 2K is great defense. You know what I'm saying? Everybody rely on rhythm shooting and their little devices they use. Now, this guy I'm guarding right here, you ain't seeing the beginning, but he shot 100% from three. That's not even my man. I just switched on to him because I ain't want to take no chances. I was like, I'm guarding off rip. You know what I mean? Like, he not getting nothing. He ain't shooting nothing. You know what I mean? But yeah, so look at the clamp. Like he think he doing something. You feel me? Like, and you gotta bait him sometimes, you know? Look at that. Oh man. As I was saying, you see how I just stopped his whole movement in that paint? He had no choice but to dish it off. Terrible shot. I mean, that was an open shot, but it was still terrible because I was in the vicinity. Once I'm in the vicinity, it's going to be a bad shot. Now, You can see we over here, we up by 4. My point guard, this is what I was talking about earlier with that first week of gameplay, how dudes just feel they could jack up any shot and think it's okay. You know what I'm saying? Like right here, I was getting ready to dish it off to my power forward. My power forward was hitting. That boy was greening. And you can see, look, pay attention. I don't have any points right now. And that's fine. But I'm facilitating and I'm playing grade D. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's not about scoring. It's about making sure we get the dub. You know, making the correct plays. That's what it's about. Because I could have easily shot that right there. Look at that. Point. The power forward is open. Dish it off to the center. He called for it from the AI center. You know what I'm saying? And it's simple, bro. It's not always about trying to hit every shot and get the most points. Because in all reality, you get more rep for assist. You know what I'm saying? Even though sometimes these dudes is messing up my assists with their extra dribble moves. But it is what it is. As long as we get the W at the end of the day, I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need to drop 20 every game or drop whatever points every game. I don't need that every game. What I need every game is consistent defense and good ball IQ. That's what I need from people every game. Look at that. They so focused on me, bro. Like I could have took that midi. You know what I'm saying? But we need a 3. That's what I'm looking for. Get these boys up out of here. Plus, I want the assist because when you're playing events like this that's based off of points, you get more points for the assist, not for scoring. You get way more for assist, bro. Look at that bad shot he took. Again, that's what I'm talking about. That's playing like we still in the first week. You know what I'm saying? That's not the move. You can't be sitting there trying to just jack it up on everybody that comes in. As soon as you get the ball, you just want to throw it up. You can't do that. Now, here's something I hate. I ain't gonna lie to you. I do is be spamming these escape moves. Do like 100 escape moves just to get a shot. Look. Look what I'm talking about. Boy just did 2, 3 escape moves. And off of that, he just feels like, yo, he about to hit his shot because he did the escape move and he shot. Like, ah, I was supposed to hit that. That was supposed to be a green bean. But it is what it is. Because like I said, as long as we winning, I'm Gucci. You feel me? I'm going to play my part, do what I got to do. Every game ain't about me being flashy and scoring and, you know what I mean? It's not always about that. Sometimes I got to apply that pressure on defense, facilitate the floor for the team. Like, you know. But again, next time this event comes around, make sure you play this event if you haven't, because 2K need more events like this. Look at that. I had an easy dunk opportunity. What I did, I just dished it off. Anyway, this was a little quick video. I hope you drop a like, subscribe to the channel. I got some real heat coming for y'all. I'm out.